The morning sun cast long shadows over Dhaka. Inside the Bangladesh bank, a nagging printer error broke the silence. Little did anyone know, this was the first clue to an audacious cyber heist. The printer, normally spitting out confirmations of swift transfers, was strangely silent. These confirmations were crucial, verifying the movement of millions of dollars across international borders. The missing confirmations spurred a frantic search. Hackers, with cunning precision, had infiltrated their system. $81 million were missing, vanished into the labyrinthine world of offshore accounts and shell corporations. The great cyber heist was a wake-up call, a stark reminder that in our interconnected world, even the most secure institutions were vulnerable to the invisible hand of cybercrime. The hackers, it turned out, had been meticulous in their planning. They had breached the Bangladesh bank's system weeks before the actual heist, lurking in the shadows, studying their every move. Their target, the SWIFT network, the backbone of international banking. SWIFT handles millions of transactions daily, built on trust, connecting financial institutions globally. The hackers exploited this trust, manipulating SWIFT codes to reroute funds to accounts they controlled. Their tools were not guns or masks, but lines of code, malware designed to slip past firewalls and security protocols, leaving no trace. They initiated over 36 fraudulent transactions, routing money to accounts in the Philippines and Sri Lanka. The hackers, however, made a critical error. They misspelled the name of one of the recipient organizations, raising red flags with a routing bank. This simple typo triggered a manual review, preventing the theft of nearly $1 billion. The attack was a masterpiece of technical ingenuity, showcasing the growing sophistication of cybercriminal organizations. The hackers had a deep understanding of the SWIFT network and its vulnerabilities. They timed their attack to coincide with a period of reduced oversight. Investigators found sophisticated malware, custom-built to infiltrate the bank's systems. This malware erased logs and manipulated data to make transactions appear legitimate. The advanced techniques suggested nation-state involvement in cybercrime. Many believed a state actor, perhaps North Korea, was behind the heist. The Great Cyber Heist was a chilling reminder of the shift to the digital realm. The heist sent shockwaves through the global financial system. Banks, once considered bastions of security, were suddenly exposed as vulnerable. Trust, the bedrock of the financial world, was shaken. The attack revealed the fragility of our digital infrastructure, the interconnectedness that made us all vulnerable to a single point of failure. Governments and financial institutions scrambled to reassure the public, but the damage was done. The heist triggered a wave of introspection, forcing a reassessment of cybersecurity practices worldwide. Banks poured millions into bolstering their defenses, upgrading systems and implementing stricter security protocols. The SWIFT network, once considered impenetrable, faced intense scrutiny. The investigation spanned continents, involving law enforcement agencies from Bangladesh, the United States, the Philippines, and Sri Lanka. The heist provided a glimpse into the shadowy world of cybercrime, a world where fortunes could be won and lost with a few keystrokes. The perpetrators, likely part of a sophisticated criminal syndicate, operated with impunity, moving billions of dollars across borders with ease. This digital underworld, hidden from view, was a thriving marketplace for stolen data, malware, and hacking tools. Cybercrime, once the domain of lone hackers, had evolved into a multi-billion-dollar industry. Organized criminal groups, often with ties to nation-states, employed skilled hackers, money launderers, and even social engineers to carry out their operations. The motivations behind cybercrime were varied, ranging from financial gain to political espionage to simple disruption. The Great Cyber Heist was a stark reminder that cybercrime was no longer a victimless crime. The Great Cyber Heist forced the world to confront an uncomfortable truth. In the digital age, security was not a destination, but a journey. As we became increasingly reliant on technology, we also became more vulnerable. The attack served as a wake-up call, highlighting the need for a fundamental shift in our approach. It was no longer enough to simply react to attacks. We needed to anticipate them and build more resilient systems. The responsibility lay with each of us. Every click, every download, every transaction was a potential vulnerability. The future belonged to those who could balance innovation and security. The The Great Cyber Heist was a call to action to build a safer digital world for generations to come.